first time I ever saw any sort of video synced with music done by the musician on stage. They had their whole video thing and their music setup, and this was, you know, probably, I don't know, more than 10 years ago when I saw them. And seeing that, I was like, oh my God, this is where it's going to go. And it took quite a while, but the video mapping thing and the 3D thing, it just really changed it all, because then you just get this depth perception going on stage. And you know, artists like Eamon Tobin and everybody who's been doing this, they're really showing what can be done. But I've met a bunch of people recently in LA that are like movie people, and they do this stuff at EDC and these events, and they're just doing stuff that's mind-blowing. And with music and performers and the video going on at the same time, I really think that it can create something that really hasn't been seen a lot yet. Some people have been doing it, but I really think in the next couple of years we're going to see it just skyrocket, and everyone's going to do it in their own way. It's going to be really cool.
And just to touch base on that, as a Hooper and Fire performer, we've seen the fire, we've seen the LED, but to really combine syncing the LED props with the beat of the music, with the visuals, and then you get the collective of the whole package versus just an LED artist going up and doing their thing, really tapping in and syncing the whole thing into one.
I really, that idea of like the marriage of audio and video is, yeah, I think that really can't be understated. The best, the most prolific thing I've ever seen in that direction was definitely ISAM, Lamont Tobin's thing he was doing. That was incredible, and I think sky's the limit with that type of thing. I think that specialized content being created for specific artists is definitely the near future of that industry, and like hiring videographers to create that content. And then I think beyond that, we're looking at like 3D is going to be soon, where you're like starting to hang LEDs and strands, and then you've got just like full on three-dimensional presence of light, and then you can start. I mean, that's a whole nother realm of what we got. Sonic Bloom had it in 2012, but it was like 8-bit, and so we got some room to grow there. And I think that when that hits like a 64-bit kind of a thing, where it really takes off, then you have something totally new, some like whole new digital direction for artistic movement.
Okay, well, I was going to ask a concluding question about performance art, but you guys all read my mind and answered basically the difference between the evolution of festivals. I started at Autumn Equinox in the 90s that grew into 8 Bonnaroos, and now seeing just the music festival turn into a creative community of art and performance art. That's what I was going to conclude the press conference with, but you guys nailed it. So at this point, I'm going to say thank you all for coming. Thank you for being here, and media as well. And tomorrow at 3:30, we'll do it all over again. So I'll give a round of applause to everybody.